Hey folks, Rich here at RC Informer. Today I have the latest and greatest coming from FMS Models. This is one that I have been waiting for a long time. This is the 1700 millimeter de Havilland Beaver version 2, guys. I've been waiting for this for a while because my old one I gave to Billy, one of the guys we demo planes with at Seth, Joe, Nall, and Nall in the Fall. Because his crashed during our noontime demo, so I gave him mine to use, waiting for the new version to come out. So new version finally came out, and people have been saying, we want windows on the airplane, and other things, and people maybe didn't like the black and yellow color. I thought it was cool looking, and I'll throw some pictures, some video clips up here, and you guys can see those videos now. If you want to see this plane fly on my channel, I've got 3 videos at least. I think I did an unboxing, I did a flight demo on the water, I did at least one flight demo just flying around on the grass. And this is probably one of the greatest airplanes out there. I can highly recommend this thing to anybody. And I'm dying to see the changes. I haven't really seen them yet. So we are going to take a close look at it. But finally, guys, we got version 2 here for everybody. And I am going to literally just start pulling this thing out of the box. This thing has one mighty spar, as you can see, real big. And I'm going to very carefully flip this up. The rudder is here, so we want to be careful not to like ding that thing up on that side. Let me peel it off of there because you can bend it. But that's what the rudder looks like. No, all new paint job, guys. Not black, yellow, and white anymore, but red, white, and black. This thing is awesome. I'll tell you what, let me get the wings out of here first. FMS packs things really, really nicely. See if I can pull that out of there without snagging. Something snagging down there. Looks like it's my my wingtip there, or my strut. Real nice looking. Let's get these out first here real quick, and I'm going to spread them all out for everybody to look at. So any issues that might have happened with the first run of these, they've probably cleared them all up. Nice hinges all the way around. Let me put that thing down there. Get my horizontals out right here. You can see those things right there pretty clearly overall. We'll take a look at those later. Let me put those down. Parts bag, here's your spinner and parts and stuff. And then right over here is our propeller. This thing is super powerful. If you guys haven't seen those videos that I've done already of the version 1, again, it's going to fly the same. But it's awesome. Ooh, look at those windows. We're going to get looking at this thing. This is sweet. Ooh, nice pass-through. Check that out. That is awesome. All right, we're going to take a close look at all this stuff. Getting excited looking at it. This is one of my favorite planes because it's big, it flies great, nice and slow. It's super powerful if you want to fly it aerobatic. You can do all that with it, which some people have complained to me about because it's not a scale plane. But I like to show that stuff off, guys. I like to show you what this thing will do. And then this has some mighty landing gear. We're going to take a good look at that. 2,000 millimeter Beaver, guys. This thing is awesome. I've been waiting for this for a long time because I haven't had mine for a while, and we're going to take a closer look. So let me lay everything out a little more organized, and then we'll take a look at everything. Now that I got the parts laid out for everybody, I am just thoroughly impressed and blown away with this. I definitely like this color really just as much as the other. You know, it's red, black, and white. And the quality on this thing is awesome. Starting down here at the bottom, folks, is your main fuselage, motor, speed controller, all set up and ready to go. Your wings, flaps, ailerons, servos, rods, horns, wing strut, lights, all painted and ready to go. Your wing spar. There's your horizontal surfaces with your horizontal spar, vertical stabilizer and rudder, servo mounted, ready to go. Main landing gear that is robust. That is some nice stuff. And your prop and spinner and parts bag here. Now, I don't have any instructions with this. This thing came straight from the factory, but honestly, I remember how the other one went together, and it's really not that big, not big of a deal to put together. It's pretty simple stuff and very straightforward. FMS stuff, again, folks, is fastest out of the box. If you want to get something and go flying quick, these things go together easiest. Now, I was so excited showing you this in the beginning. I said the wrong thing. You can see down here in my logo, this is 2,000 millimeters, so 2-meter wingspan, not 1,700. Had 1,700 on my mind because I was working on another plane before and it just kind of came out, but 2-meter wingspan on this baby. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this thing up here, this fuselage. We're going to get right on into this, guys, and we are going to talk about this. I am pumped. I am thoroughly impressed with the detail in the windows. They even have the windows bubbled out just like a lot of de Havilland Beavers have for viewing, you know, in the scenic areas of, you know, Alaska and so forth, and places that they fly this thing at. This is just awesome. So we'll start off here at the cowling. Nice engine detail. It's really about the same as the other one was, but it's just painted differently and looks a lot nicer. Screw up top to assemble or to put the cowling on. It's a very lightweight Lexan cowl, and it has 3 screws holding it in place, and has your nice prop drive there. This is a monster airplane, folks. I just can't wait to get this thing out there. This is just totally awesome. When we get underneath here, folks, you can see the hugeness of the landing gear mounts and how big these big distribution plates, doublers, whatever you want to call them, are. And it looks like they kind of redid it a little bit, but the main gear is going to go here for landing, and obviously we have some strut supports back here to put floats on. Now, I don't have the floats yet, but when that comes in, I'll show it to you. I don't totally remember what those were for, those holes. I'll check that out as I get into building it. And then here's your wing pylon, your strut supports that go in there. And then this is a new feature. Look at that. They put a servo lead connector flush mounted with plastic. I think there was just a hole there before. That's for plugging in your water rudder. So they did a tremendous job. Nice improvement. I don't remember if this was here. I don't think it was, that scoop. It's probably a carburetor scoop or something, but that's another detail. There's plenty of cooling. Your air can come through here, can come through these holes. You can see where they got lots of cooling holes in this thing around. Let's see, there's one there. Actually, there's just the one. There's just the one at the bottom, and then of course around the engine, which there's plenty. And let's see, is there anything up top? Nope. And then it all comes out these rear cooling holes, which is what I got my fingers in to hold this thing up. So lots of rear cooling. Never had a problem with this thing overheating. It always, man, I'm just blown away. Look at those windows. What a beautiful job on those things. Holy smokes. I am loving that. Anyway, here on the wings here, the wing roots, you can see right here all these nice plastic doublers there with your single point wing connectors with bullets. I never had any problem with these, folks, for the most part. I usually will loosen the 4 screws a little bit and make these things float a little bit. I'll sand the edges of the PC board around the corners, drill the holes out a little bit so that thing will float a little bit because those things don't flex a lot. But awesome, guys. Just plug these in and go. Plug this whole thing and go. You can see your plug-ins where your wings go in. There's 2 right there with machine screws, and we'll look at those closely. Your spar goes all the way through here. I think it's a 17.5 millimeter spar slot, I think. And then there's slots here where you put antennas, and they clip right onto the black spar tube down in there. So, and we'll show you that. And then this is just an attachment point, and I think there is a, there may be a servo in there, I'm not sure, for towing a glider, that kind of thing, and releasing it and so forth. So nice detailed antenna or light pylon there. And then as we go to the bottom, this thing is big, so I'm trying to maneuver this thing around for everybody. Nice tail wheel, put a little contact cement on that E-ring, keep it from coming off. But look at those fittings. Nice plastic fittings. Hole right there to get your spar through there. Really nice big plastic fittings. I don't remember if the other one had them here or not, but nice big light in the back. Look at that, nice huge LED in the back of this thing. And as we go around to the other side there, let's look at the top here real fast. There's your rudder connection, your wires through there. Nice plastic doubler to support your rudder. And look at that. Again, we're looking at metal threads there, folks. Nice big strut here, or a nice big rod that we plug right into the rudder, so the rudder and the tail wheel are combined and free flowing and moving together. There's our tail servo there for, I think that's our elevator, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see as we get a little closer, or the elevators may be on it. I'm really not 100% sure. I'll have to wait till I get back over there. And then as we go around here, let's go to the top. Look at the seats. There's even seats in there now. Look at that. That is way cool, and they painted it gray in there. Holy smoke. So there's actually a nice cabin, and here's the part where it looks cool. I actually did cheat and look a little ahead on this thing, but anyway, as I push this open and pull this canopy off, look what they did. They put like a nice instrument panel in there, and plastic posts, plastic pillars all the way around this thing, and you can see the nice gray detail. Again, you could put some people back there if you want to. You got your FMS battery straps. Looks like we've got an EC, is that a 3? It looks like an EC3. I'm probably gonna have to change that, or sorry, a XT60 it is. But I'm gonna rerun in 6 cells, so I'll probably put a blue EC5 on there or something. And they do give you Velcro for your battery, but check out that battery compartment. They just killed it with this thing. Look at this, just outstanding. Tongue and groove in the front. This thing should click right on. Push that back just a little bit, and it snaps into place. So outstanding job on the fuselage. This looks so much more scale than the other one did. The other ones are out there for sale too, and you can get good prices on them now, so it is a good chance if you want a high performance one and you still want the old black paint job and the windows don't matter to you. Those are available, folks. So and I may even stick a link under the video where you guys can get it at still. I think they got them at Amazon still, so check the link below in the video, and I'll try and stick that there for anybody that still wants the older black version of the airplane. Huge spar, folks. Let's take a look at one of these wings. Let's pull this one up and out of here, and you can see how nicely this wing spar, I think it's 17.5 millimeter. It fits in there really, really snug and tight. So just simply awesome. That'll actually help me hold this and demonstrate it to everybody. Look how nice this finish is. There's some rivets on there, panel lines, really nice super bright LED in there, and that's my strut flapping around. Let's look at the root here. The root, you can see all one big plastic fitting right here at the end, guys, with your screws in there. Again, there's your PC board. If you're worried about those, again, all you got to do is just take the screws out, pull it out, sand the edges, round the corners, so the PC board's not so tight in there. And then just drill your holes out a little wider so the screws can move a little bit, and then put them back in, put your screws back in, back them out like maybe like a turn, so that board kind of floats in there on the screws. It's still attached, and then you won't have any issues with it. But again, I hadn't had any problems with mine. This wing doesn't really move much because it's pretty secure with this spar and this huge plastic doubler. And as we run down here, you can see servo hatch covers. Servo hatch covers. These are contact cemented in place for a reason, because this is a float plane also. We don't want water getting in there. So if you got to get into your servo, you have to peel this off, get in there, and then re-glue it in place and everything. So you can see here your strut is already mounted on there. It connects real easy with a R pin or a cotter pin here. They put a little bit of foam here so it doesn't damage the finish. And check out these flaps. These babies are slotted. Let's see if it'll allow me to move them, because the rod is sort of buried down in there. There it is right there. And but you can see they are slotted, so air flows through right through here, and it helps circulate the air. And these are very, very high lift flaps, so this thing slows down to a crawl. Once again, I got my videos out there of the version 1, and you'll be able to see all that. Look at the beauty on those hinges. Look how nice those things are. Same thing, these are actually a slotted aileron, so you do have air flowing through those. This is a very high lift wing, very high lift airplane. Simulated corrugations along here. That's what they do to metal to increase the strength. And there's our wingtip light and a very nicely painted lens. I'm getting impressed. Some of the older FMS lenses were not thrilling to me, but man, they're cleaning them up now. Look how nice those things are. But overall, nice fit and finish, folks, for the wing. Let me pull that spar out. The spar is tight. I know some guys don't like it when they got to force a wing spar in there, but having a tight wing spar, man, is way, way better than having a loose one. So these fit in there super, super tight. Let's take a look at these horizontals here. I'll pull these up off the floor here, and let's see if we can stick this thing in here. Strut fits in there nice and tight, and let's see, actually it's a little bit loose in there, but it's tough enough. There's a spar they put right in here to keep this end piece from breaking off. Spar through the horizontal or the elevator as well, and then you've got a pass through right here. You can see the green. Looks like there's or the square box. There's a little bit of gunk there. I probably have to clean away. Plastic doublers where the screws go in. There's your top side, and let's see. Yeah, there's a what it is there's a square strut in the box that when you put these together, it joins the two of these together, and it's a real nice fitting. If you have to, just put some contact cement in there. That one won't be permanently put in place, and it'll really secure it in place. So real nice hinge all the way around. Again, everything's laminated. It's usually shining back at you. You can see the laminate on it down in there. And plastic doublers here at the end, because that's where our elevator horn is connected to. So, but super nice elevator package. Let's get this back. This is really just like the version 1 was. And then we'll take a look at vertical stabilizer and rudder. Really nice paint, simulated corrugation, panel lines, and rivet details all throughout this thing. There's your servo installed. This one does have a box that you can remove them. The water's not going to get too close to this compared to the underside of the wing. Huge plastic doubler, you can see back here, to support this rudder. And here is where your tail wheel rod that you can see right back there sticking out, that we talked about, fits right down into that plastic, and that's the other reason for the big plastic piece here, is to support the rudder and to support the tail wheel as well. Nice plastic doubler up front where a screw goes down into, and here's your connection to connect your rudder. Plastic doublers here. Really nice, guys. I'm really digging this. And then when we get here to the landing gear is just bad to the bone. You got to see this stuff. I should have brought a micrometer to show you how thick this stuff is. It's got to be, I mean, it's got to be 4 or 5 millimeters thick. This is just some serious landing gear. I've always run my other one stock, and it was real tough. I think these are 4.5 inches, 5 inches. I don't know, look compared to my hand how huge this thing is. Nice fairings all the way around. This is just like the older ones, but it's not painted black anymore, which is kind of nice. Nice plastic fitting here at the bottom. 3 screws get this baby onto the bottom, just like we saw that plate. So one seriously rugged set of gear. I love this airplane as a float plane, but even as a land plane, it's just simply awesome. But again, guys, check out the videos. I'll put the links at the end or maybe under the description or something. I've got some really good videos of the version 1 of this flying off water and on grass, and it's simply awesome. So let me put that down real fast, and we'll get to the parts. A couple parts you got to glue on. You got four vortex generators or stall fences that go right in those 2 slots. You can see them right there. Helps generate airflow and generate vortexes over the aileron to give you better aileron control at low speeds. And got a real nice painted pitot tube that's red and silver. We've got 2 antennas that pop into the top, and again, just like the new 1700 millimeter, 1800 millimeter Ranger, they pop in and out of the top. So when you're done, when you want to transport the plane, you can just pop them off the spar, these things right here, and just stick them in the cockpit. You do have to glue these on though. There's really no way to get those to stay on there, but though that's not so much of a big deal. Looks like here is your big I think it's carbon fiber actually, this square connector, interconnector that connects the 2 horizontals together. And then this, that's right, these plastic pieces are kind of like stall fences / vortex generators that go on the tips of the elevator. So they kind of generate some wingtip or generate some vortexes. They form, or they fit right here. I have to actually look up the actual name, what they call these things. But it's kind of a stall fence vortex generator type thing, helps with airflow over the tail. And for float plane reasons, it might be somebody genius who's watching this is going to go, oh no, Rich, that's for this, and that's cool. If you guys know what it is, inform me, because I'm really not sure. I'll have to look that up. And then there's real nice spinner. The prop and spinner have always fit beautifully on this airplane. Looks like your rod for your elevator. There's your R-clips, okay, to clip your wing struts there onto the bottom section where the receiver is for the wing strut. But really nice. And then the prop is a monster on this thing. It always has been. Let me see if I can focus on it there. It's a 15x9. I put 2 of these props and 2 of these motors on the F7F Tiger Cat in one of my videos that you guys can check out. And it was a screaming hot airplane with 2 of these motors on there. This thing is simply awesome, folks. I am dying to get this thing out to the field. No instructions on this. Again, I don't need it. This came from the factory, folks, so this will be showing up here pretty soon. I am going to try and put an affiliate link at the lower end of the screen, or down below the video in the description, folks. I'm starting to put some affiliate links on my my videos and so forth, even on my older videos. So if you guys see videos and it influences your decision to buy something, it really does help me out. If you click on my link, just buy it through there. It doesn't cost you guys anymore. You guys still get, you know, the good price on it, or the sale price, but it does help me with paying for camera equipment, gas, tolls, software, you name it, just every expense that goes into this. I can highly endorse this airplane, especially the version 1, because I've flown it. I'm sure this is the same. You guys aren't going to see any crap on my channel. I'm just showing you guys the best stuff, the stuff that I would fly. And if you don't see it on here, it's really not something I would probably buy or really endorse. it has to be something of real high quality that I show on RC Informer. And like I said before, I do put my heart and soul into this. I put all my effort and experience and background into showing you guys the very best RC stuff out there. So there's not a bunch, so you don't buy a bunch of junk. I like everybody to have the best stuff, the nicest stuff, and this is in the top tier, man. This is the kind of plane, CEF, Joe Nall, E-Week, float flying events. This is my first choice. This is what I will have out there because this is simply awesome. 2,000 millimeter FMS version 2 de Havilland Beaver. This is awesome. When I get the floats, I'll show you guys some videos. Please like and subscribe, guys. That does help me to keep these videos going. I do appreciate everybody liking, subscribing, comment. Even if you don't like something, comment and say, hey, Rich, this sucks. I don't like what you did. And that's cool. You know, I'd love to hear positive and negative from everybody. But anyway, guys, once again, thanks for watching RC Informer. Stay tuned for the flight video. And as always, guys, we'll see you next time.